Hello. Welcome to the show that's got a real puzzler on its hands. It's Gibbous, a Cthulhu Adventure. All right, let me show you what I'm working with here. We've got this control panel, we've got this control panel, and we've got this control panel in the middle. There's a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 buttons, right? 4 and 6, yeah. Which seems easy enough, okay? If we look at this control panel... Whoops, I didn't want to do that, actually. Hold on a second. Now, if we use the Haunter's mark on this panel...
Left! Point left!
Okay, we got to point all these things left, correct? Easy enough. I've already done that. But it's not that simple, because if we push this button, we can rotate the triangle. But if we push this button, we've got a whole bunch of symbols we can plug in there. Which means we've got to figure out 10 symbols between this control panel, this control panel, and this control panel. I don't know what they do. This one, we do have a little bit of a hint. See what this says here.
Worms and...
Okay. If we look at this control panel, I think I've already figured this one out. We don't have to point anything here, but again, we have all these symbols. And if we look at these papers, we can see we got this clue, MCHK. That's 4 letters, so I'm guessing it goes with the middle control panel. Oh, pardon me. I don't know that for sure. But if you look here, you can see there's an M. And next to the M, there's this symbol. You know what? No, that doesn't make sense. To me, I don't know if you can even see. I can't zoom in on these papers. This is as close as I can get. But if you look here, it looks like there's like a piece of tape or something. Like you can just see, if you look at right where my cursor is, there's like a little line underneath them. And it's like 3 symbols. Man, it's so hard to see. I wish you'd let me zoom in on this. So what if M is the left, K is the right, and CH is the middle? But the problem is that there's no other CHKs in here. I looked at this last time we played. And I'm sorry, it's been a little bit since I uploaded a video. I took a little break. You know, sometimes we all need a little break. What if I program these symbols in for the left one? So it's like the bow. Then it's like an H. And then it's like, I don't know, like a trident maybe? Let's see what happens when I plug them into the left control panel. And you can take another quick look with me. Like that M is obvious, it just stands out, right? Last time I remember thinking this kind of here looks like a K. And it looks like there's an H here. But there's no symbols with that. Like I might just be trying to make something work. All right, let me plug this M in on the left. Okay, so if I... This was the bow. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. This was the H-looking thing. Here. And this was a trident-looking thing. Here. Nothing. Okay. Another thing I'm going to try. Every time I come in here, I'm just like scanning for the CHK. Because we don't have any hints about the left and the right. Well, I don't know why I think MCHK is... Hold on a second. What if I use the Haunter's mark on the papers? Nothing? What if we use the hunter's marker on the control panel? I did that, right? It says worms and flies. Another thing I was thinking, whatever these papers are, you can see it's got the same signature at the bottom of each. I'm assuming that's a signature. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 symbols. So what if the so it can't go across all 3 panels because that's 10 letters. We got a real stumper. Kind of excited because so far this game has been quite easy. All the puzzles have been pretty simple. There haven't been that many puzzles. It's been a lot of inventory stuff, like combining stuff and giving stuff to people, that kind of thing. We've only had 2 or 3 actual puzzles, and they've all been easy. But they stepped up the game here. So I'm going to go ahead and go on pause mode here. Pause my recording and work on this. And I'll come back with any updates. So stay tuned. I'm sure everybody's on the edge of their seat. I'll be right back. Still no success. I looked at my journal again. We do have a journal. It does give me some hints. There are systematic control panels on what looks like doors to the left and the right of the lab. The access code needed seemed to be a combination of direction arrows and what I think is some strange alphabet. The papers strewn on the butcher's desk are in a weird gibberish except for the letters MCHK. What gives? Maybe there's something in here that could clue me in as to what the 4 letters needed are for the central control panel are. I kind of knew that, though. I figured we have to do the central... We don't have any hints about the left and the right one, except they got to go left and right. We have a crowbar.
I'm afraid to do it. Absurd. Absurd.
And we have some pebbles, so that doesn't do me any good. Man, what am I missing?
They are always watching.
I plugged these 4 symbols into the central computer because I figured maybe M was all 4. Maybe this is steps. You know, first you do M, then you do C, then you do H, then you do K. And maybe M was the first step of 4 letters in the central computer, but it didn't work. So I think we gotta solve M, and then maybe it'll tell us C. Something about C. What am I missing? I better come up with something faster. This is gonna be a short video. I'm just gonna flip the table and march out of this room. Go get some fresh air. All right, I'm back on it. I'll be right back. As soon as I figure out how to pause it. Hold on. So what I'm noticing now is how many actual triangles are in this room. It's a lot. Like here we got triangle pointing up, up, up. The seat looks like a triangle. Here we got up, down, up, up, down, up. There's a triangle over here. There's a triangle up here. So I was playing around with these arrows. Maybe we don't listen to this.
Left. Point left.
Everything in here is triangles. Technically, that's a small red triangle. These are triangles. The paintings are... Well, this one's a triangle. So I've been kind of rotating these around to try to match some of these patterns, but that hasn't... Because the center ones we can't rotate. We can only rotate the ones over here. Here's more triangles. There's a big triangle on the floor here. But I don't think I can look at that. I'm looking for inspiration anywhere. This has me stumped. I feel like I got the first part with that M. But what do I do with it? I can't make it work anywhere. Okay. Back in struggle mode. I'll be right back. I'll get this. Just stick with me. I'll get it. I gotta be honest, I am getting nowhere. I'm getting nowhere slow. I'm gonna keep plugging away and see if I can figure something out, but I might have to. I don't know if I can look up a hint without getting like a spoiler. Anyway, I'm gonna keep plugging away for now, and these are the three letters, the three things right next to the M. Because it's only I plugged the 4. I plugged the 4 next to the M into the central control panel.
What a fool I was to think I could control the wicked.
I'm not sure that one's right. Probably that. Oh, this is wrong. Those are the 4, right? Next to the M? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go keep searching for inspiration or a clue or something, because I'm kind of at my wit's end. I don't know if I have to look this up and it's something stupid, I'm gonna be mad. So before we do that, I'm gonna rely on brain power again for a bit. I'll be back. Okay. Not happy about this one. So I was watching this control panel here because there's repeating 4 symbols here, but they don't actually exist in the language. So that was a bust. So I eventually looked it up,
You will learn to fear.
and I was right. I was right, but I was wrong. Here's the symbols. M, these 3 symbols, right? What I was doing wrong. Let's move this one over here. You'll see. Let's move the H over here. Let's move the bow and arrow over here. And you know what the first symbol was? See if I can even find it. This. The one that kind of looks like an M. I'm so pissed. Like, the M's not a symbol. It's not one of the symbols. It's like, it even said it's the only thing in English. But evidently, this is what we got to do. Use those 3 that were underlined that I saw, but I was taking those as the first 3 and adding the 4th. So I count that I solved this one. I was all over it. I was all over it. Just, it was something dumb. See what happens now. Ooh.
Nothing on the cover but a triangle. This better not be written in gibberish.
Ah, for fuck's sakes. Oh, look. Look. These are the ones pointing left, right? God, I can barely fucking see that shit. I'm trying to draw these in a way that I'll actually be able to recognize them on the buttons. Okay, this one's easy. The middle one there. It's like an upside down male sign with horns at the bottom. And then oh, that's the reminds me of a music stand. One. Okay, is there one for the rights? I don't see anything for the right bunch. Well, let's plug that into the left side and see what happens. This one was some weird symbol. That's the second symbol. Is it this one? No, it was like a T. It's this one. And then this one. And then the music holder. Music stand. That's gotta go there. Nothing?
Left.
Maybe I gotta make sure. Maybe I gotta get both of them. Did I get those right? Yeah, I think so. All right, let's try those on the right-hand side too. This one. Nothing.
Everything proceeds according to plan.
This thing must hold some important Rest, friend.
Come on, dude. Figure this out. They're definitely pointing left, right? I got the right symbols. I wonder if I took the time to, like, crack the code. If I could actually read this. It's probably just a substitution cipher, right? It's probably pretty easy. Right there's a letter word. That's probably in. There's a 2-letter word. That's probably two. Oh no. Okay, so they've got both the same second letter. So it could be two and do. Anyway, we're not trying to crack this cipher. I'm trying to find symbols for my code. There's the same word. Damn it. There sure is a lot of pages here for...
Little puppets of
What if the letters actually look like what they are? Like, this could be we. W-E. Because if that's a W, that's got it. Like, here's a we. We. What starts with a W and has 2 letters? The same at the end. Well. We will. We will. Be. We will be. There. We will be there. Be. This would be B-E. Y. We haven't seen that one yet. Beyond? No, because it ends in another E. What starts with a... What starts with a B-E and ends in an E? Before? We will be there before the moon. I can't believe I just cracked this fucking cipher. We will be there before the moon is YLL full. We will be there before the moon is full. What did I say this one was? Is all. Yeah. We will be there before the moon is full. All is Al. I can't believe I cracked this fucking cipher. Should I? The little hold on. I'm gonna crack this fucking thing. You know what? Why not? Hold on. Hold on. I wanna crack this here. Give me a second to write all this shit down. Oh, I might be the best to ever do it. Okay. All this says is, where the fuck did I write it down? Left towards that doesn't really help me. But I translated some of the other paragraphs. That's kind of fun. Did I not get this right? Did I have the wrong one here?
Cthulhu Adventure.
Is it this one? What am I doing wrong? That's definitely the 3 symbols in there, right? Or is it? Oh, it's this one. I had this one. Come on, I was just being sloppy. What the fuck's that?
It's a small piece of ripped cloth caught on the edge.
Okay.
I really don't need it.
Idiot! Left toward the bay, right toward the EOD. Get it through your thick skull.
EOD. EOD. Let's see if my hard work paid off. E. Which one was the O? O. Which one was the D? Did I translate D? Hold on. I don't have a D written down, so let's see if we can figure out which one the D. I think it's this one. Oh! Get in!
They are always watching.
Okay. That was a fun puzzle. What the fuck's going
And
on here?
what did we do? Trusted the butcher, put our faith in the carnifex. Double-crossed by that freak. Denying the dreamer his meal, running away with it. That was his payment for our stupid, misplaced loyalty. How do you think this looks like in the eyes of Father Dagon, huh? And I tell you right now, it is as clear as pure seawater to me that the starry knowledge was always behind that lunatic. I know some of you do not see the starry fools as a threat. Ha! You think me mad? You think I am making this up? This very night, a false preacher was spouting blasphemies about Mother Hydra and Father Dagon right outside the Finman house. Good thing a true believer cast the first stone.
What the fuck is this guy on about?
And the crowd swiftly dealt with the poisonous snake. But it happened. Truly it has happened in our Fishmouth during our festival.
What are you blabbing about, asshole? I have no idea what that was about. Got a bird's eye view of the esoteric order of Dagon. Big vats full of scary looking fish everywhere. And those idiots bowing and groveling to a psychic priest,
Your very neighbor
psychotic
may
priest,
be a shadowy agent of that forever cursed
that's egging them on
hunter.
against the butcher. Seems like that in Alliance's history, and it's possible that the butcher just slipped through my fingers. Still, there's one thing I'm dying to do right now.
Thy neighbor,
Mess with these
question thy
vicious,
relative,
obsessed
put your
obsessed
trust
lunatics.
In no one but
Oh,
yourself
Let's
and
throw pebbles
Dagon.
at him.
Stars fall on you!
Huh?
Stars? I thought these guys were all about fish.
Butcher. How
That-
did we
Get wrecked.
trust him with a moniker like that?
How about you? You want some? Balky guy. Boom! Eat it.
Hunter curse you.
Huh?
Haunter.
Haunter. If I hit
Can
this
you
guy.
even begin to imagine what the repercussions will be?
What about... Let's hit the Valky guy
I
again.
cannot. I will not.
They're all talking about different gods. Or different...
Son of a nebula.
Huh?
Does this get me anywhere?
That's strange.
What's strange?
Enough of this masquerade!
I knew it! Treason!
There has been one true God, you fish-loving heathens! And his name is the Haunter!
How dare you speak that name in the house of Dagon?
You broke into our temple and stole the Trapezohedron! Now you're going to pay!
We'll feed you to the fish!
Give us the book!
No, you give us the book!
Oh my God, little kid! What are you doing?
That's Priscilla. Priscilla. She really likes the fishies. Oh, there's the guy.
As Rome burned and Nero watched and fiddled, so too we witnessed the fish take vengeance on the fishermen.
Not sure it's the right comparison, Mr. Bizarra. I'm just worried about the kid.
No need, Gramps. I'm well and happy. No one's hurting the fishies anymore. And their bellies are nice and full now.
That's one way to look
You
at
really
it.
shouldn't have witnessed that. Except you sort of made it happen.
Well, it's all over now, Grandpa. Look, water's draining and the fishies are returning home. A perfect ending of the festival for everyone. Hooray!
Don't call me Grandpa.
Okie doke. I'll be on my way. Before Mom and Dad and Grandma notice that I'm missing. It's been fun. See you around.
Take care, kid. Crazy world we live in, huh, Mr. Basara? Thank you for your business, by the way.
I sincerely don't know whether thanks are in order. I'm more confused with each passing hour, but my resolve grows stronger.
So, what are you doing in this building of all places? Keeping tabs on the esoteric order? Looking for Olmstein?
Yeah, we still haven't found
Sightseeing.
Olmstein.
You might joke about the sightseeing, but that is part of why I'm here. All across this accursed world, the storm rages ever more powerful, and I strongly expect some kind of sign soon.
Okay.
What sign? And why here of all places?
We still have to cure
Maybe
Kitty.
a reason for a bell to ring through a terrible storm.
News sure does travel fast.
This is the highest steeple in Fishmouth, with the grandest, most resonant bell in miles. This is where I'll wait for a sign, for as long as it takes.
And awaken the beast? How do we know that's a good thing?
We don't, but it is written, so it shall come to be.
This could be the start of a fascinating philosophical debate. If only we had time. I need answers. I need to know what the hell's going on here.
Yeah, I don't know my
Ask.
damn self.
Help us find and stop this butcher, Barnabas.
Carnifex terribilis.
Huh?
What did you find out from scouring Fishmouth in its festival hours, Seeker?
The butcher was definitely in cahoots with.
Shit, I don't know.
The Esoteric Order of Dagon. I'm convinced he used them to raise some kind of sea creature, codenamed MCHK.
The Hafgufa. And what of its purpose?
To be a feeder. Oh yeah, it's to be the meal.
The meal. That's what they called it. These EOD kooks thought they were raising the sea monster as an edible tribute to Dagon.
They trusted the butcher. Huh.
He obviously took his meal, this MCHK, whatever it is, and escaped. Question is, where'd he go? Any ideas?
Not exactly, but keep this in mind. Olmstein always watches, and always leaves something behind to push you in the right direction.
Okay.
Well, ain't that nice of him.
There is this sign that's associated with Olmstein. There is, but I don't fucking remember what it is. I've come across terrible things in the butcher's pit. Let's do the sign one.
There is this sign that's associated with Olmstein. Tell me what you think it means.
Could be the visual representation of a formula, a constellation. Could be a map.
Thanks. I'll give it some thought. I've come across terrible things in the butcher's pits. What were they?
It is clear to me that Fishmouth holds more secrets than can be dug at in this small window of time we have, and time is not on our side.
Not since we found that damn Necronomicon.
Some use it to spawn horrible monsters. Some to make cats speak.
Yeah.
Some might say it's the same thing. How do we fix that?
Poor
What
kitty
Olmstein
taking
allowed,
strays.
Olmstein can undo. Find the enemy, thwart his plans, and Olmstein will reward you.
I wish I had your confidence, Barnabas.
I gotta say this again?
There is this. Tell me what you
Could be could be a
Okay.
I don't have.
Just a few more
Just a few-
questions? Nope, that's it.
I don't. I've gotta go. I gotta meet Buzz and Peace and try to put the pieces together.
the other guide you. Do your best to find out where the butcher is headed and put an end to his plans, whatever they are. I will stay here and
Wait for a sign. See ya, Barney.
don't call me that.
Barney.
Hey, kids.
He's back.
Nice place you've got here, Don.
Glad to see you made it all right, buddy.
Scared the living
One of the game's
daylights out
famous
of us.
long
No
cutscenes.
offense, dude.
None taken.
Yeah, Fishmouth was interesting. Met your dad finally, Peace.
Oh yeah? Is he alright?
He's good. He's in a steeple, waiting for a sign.
Sounds like Dad.
Can we please skip the niceties and put our heads together?
Right. I made my way into the butcher's laboratory.
Sorry, bad flashback. Would
Poor
you
guy.
please excuse me?
Sure thing, Otis. Go get some rest.
The butcher. He wasn't still there, was he?
I just missed him.
What did you find that could be relevant?
Did I find the stabilizing element?
MCHK seemed to be an important
remember.
acronym.
What's that about?
I did find it.
I've got a theory.
I don't.
MC might stand for
Massive creature.
massive creature. I mean, that's what it supposedly is. As for HK,
Humongous killer. Massive creature, humongous killer. I like it.
humongous killer? Massive creature, humongous killer. Sounds like a 60s destruction flick.
Which I would watch
Either way,
without
He
question.
apparently used the cult to get the monster bred and fed, and then ran away
You
with
put
it.
a movie in front
who
of me
knows
called
where.
Massive Creature,
The
Humongous
Half-Goof.
Killer. I'm watching
What?
that bitch.
What will he do with it?
Huge biological weapon under your control. I can think of a number of things.
Oh boy. We need to get this guy.
That's great and all, but my problem?
Remember what this is really all about?
The Butcher and Olmstein? There's a connection there.
We gotta stop always being one step behind him.
Okay, let's talk about the festival.
The festival. Fishmuth really knows how to party.
Yeah,
What
I
I can
guess.
say for sure is that the Esoteric Order's been brought down a few notches. And so is the Starry Knowledge Cult.
Nice going, man.
Wasn't me who did it. It was a short, weird little girl who really loves her fishies.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, other than that, I'm afraid Fishmuth and its creepy inhabitants remain a mystery. For now.
Okay, let's talk about the stabilizing element.
The stabilizing element. Olmstein's constant.
What did that say again?
A terrible storm and 3 bells ringing throughout it shall awaken the beast.
What are your thoughts on it?
No idea.
No idea. Seriously, I'd rather not even speculate. This is way too arcane for me.
Now is not the time to be cautious, Dawn. Not even when it's just theories.
Oh yeah? What do you make of it?
Yeah, peace.
I stand by my conviction. Just like the Necronomicon, this is all just ever-changing chaos. So Olmstein wrote the ending down and set it in stone.
Wrote the ending? What does that even mean?
He is not like us. Can't you grasp the concept of divinity? If he wrote it down, it will happen.
Oh, man.
Okay. Where are we on the sign?
Where are we on Olmstein's sign?
I'm stumped.
It's a
What do you
map.
think it could be?
A map. Oh, what about a constellation?
Constellation?
See, that was the first thing we thought of, but
Ah.
it doesn't match any known stars.
Still
Okay.
feels like something viewed from above. Wait, I have an idea. Hand over that mouse, Buzz.
Oh.
I'm not prying into Dawn's personal files. I'm not prying into
Why
Dawn's
not?
personal files. I'm not prying into Dawn's personal. I'm not prying into Dawn's personal
Here's Olmstein's
files.
sign. Let's open up the world map. Can I set the opacity on this? Okay. 2 that are close together are here. That doesn't quite. This one. The left is the lowest. Where's 2 that are this close together? Can I rotate this? I'm acting like this is a... Ah, okay, I can move it. No, I can't.
Maybe
Ah.
it's a map.
Can I pull out another one? No. But this shouldn't be that hard. Where the hell do they go? I can't. Can I rotate this? Because there's nothing that lines up. Oh, wait a minute. Paris?
There was a bell in Paris. There was a bell in Fort Maris. Dawn, you said my dad's in a steeple in Fishmouth.
Yeah?
There's a bell there, too. What do you know? It's Point Nemo.
Point what?
Earth's pole of inaccessibility. It's the one point in the ocean that's farthest from any land. There should be nothing there.
Maybe look it up in recent news on the thing there.
Looking it up on the thing. Okay, what I'm finding are crazy conspiracy theories about expeditions to Point Nemo going back more than a century.
Anything remotely recent?
Decades ago, a ship called the Alert, rumored to be carrying a huge cargo of explosives, never returned apparently.
Sounds encouraging.
So we got 3 bells plus
What's a
Point
ship
Nemo.
doing in the middle of
That's got
nowhere?
to be
That's
it.
not a shipping lane.
We're going, right?
Why would it
Hold
be
your
there?
horses, buddy. Say we go there. What do we do about the bells?
I can get a hold of Vlad.
I can find a way to reach Dad.
I got Serge eaten out of my palm, so I'm sure we can coordinate. Ring them all at once. We can awaken the beast, but do we want to? Or does that help the butcher?
Think about
I
it.
don't know.
If he ran away with it, it means that the butcher's in control of this monster. This beast, right? Just a theory, but these bells might snap the creature out of it.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, 3 bells ringing thousands of miles away. Completely realistic.
No, it makes a lot of sense and it fits the constant. Let's get in touch with all 3 of them and tell them to, wait for a sign. We're a creative bunch. We'll come up with something should we need to, right?
Preparedness has always been our forte. What do I really have to lose at this point?
The end of the world it is.
It's just the farthest point from land. Doesn't really end there.
How are we gonna get there?
It doesn't, huh? Tell me more.
This is gonna be one long trip.
Okay, where are we at? Where's my graphics? Is it bugged, or is this just like a... Is it gonna fade in?
Ladies and gents, it's kinda crazy, but we're really here.
As far away from civilization as humanly possible.
Not just humanly.
Oh, right.
3 months worth of rent money says what we're looking for is on the top of that mountain over there.
I don't know. Did you see that crazy looking beach? I think our best bet is to split up and...
Search for clues?
Well, yeah, actually.
It might increase our chances of finding this butcher. Peace. How about we take the mountain?
Well, Cat, I hope you brought sunblock, because it's time to hit the beach.
Buzz, don't make this worse than it has to be.
I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
Nervous?
Okay, scared. I'm really, really freaking scared.
Let's do this. And whoever finds the butcher first? Actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Okay. What now? Building up to a climactic ending. Chapter 7, Point Nemo.
Point Nemo. Hopefully, it all ends here, once and for all.
Is it me, or does this place seem off somehow?
Yeah, dude.
And for some reason, that huge, not quite full moon up there is particularly bothersome.
Gibbous.
What?
What?
Gibbous. Almost, but not quite fully revealed.
Okay, now I know where
It's
the
what
name
you
comes
call
from.
that kind of moon.
Whatever you say, Madam Scientist. Let's just...
What fuck?
Whoa, what? What is this?
I don't know, but you look repulsive.
What is this? What have I turned into?
You sort of look like discarded deli meat slapped together.
No! What? This is not me.
You just got transformed, against your will, into something you despise. Sucks, huh?
I'm an abomination, Kitty. But I didn't even do anything. Oh God. Oh no. You think this is permanent?
Apparently not.
Oh! What now? What do I look like now?
Basic? Blocky?
Everything is squares. I'm squares. Ah!
Whoa. Yeah, I kind of prefer the previous look, to be honest.
What fresh hell? What even am I?
Okay, can I play now, game? Please?
You're like, I give up.
I feel a panic attack coming.
This place is really doing a number on you.
Wait, I'm back! Oh, praise the infinite universe!
If I have one knock on this game,
back.
it's some of these segments are just too long. I don't have patience. I want to play.
I hate to be the ever cynical one, but I have a bad feeling. I think it's
time to play.
Yep, it's cyclical.
No.
The bad news is you seem to keep transforming. The good news, it's only happening to you.
What can we do, Kitty?
Suck it up and press on, Kerwin.
Yeah.
You're right. Let's keep going.
Okay. I think we're gonna end it here. I really had fun this session. I really like that puzzle in the lab. Even though I think that thing with the M was kind of bullshit. To be honest with you, I was on the right track. I kind of had it dialed in. I just didn't. I was so focused on the symbols, I didn't think to convert the M into a symbol. My bad. But to be honest, I was a little bit out in left field. I wonder how many people get that right away. But I had fun cracking the rest of the code and everything. So I wonder if I'm gonna have to do certain tasks here as a different creature. This place looks really cool. It just does. Anyway, thanks for watching. I might not do 5 videos a week anymore. I might cut it back a little bit. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Come back and help me catch the butcher. Bye now.